Trying to work out your frustration?
Something like that.
What happened out there today? You lost control.
Says you. That man back in town, the drinker, the gambler, the animal that wants to watch the whole world burn. That's the real me.
I happen to know a thing or two about animals. They're not vicious by nature, unless they're attacked.
You be trying to tell me that? I tell you some sob story about how horrible and painful my life is. Forget it. I'm no victim.
Sarah's told me all the things that you've done for this team. And you don't sound like an animal who just wants to watch the world burn.
They like to pretend I'm part of the team, that they have me on a leash. No. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Some superhero. Maybe I am better suited for the library.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You had no idea that Turnbull laced the bullets with Dwarf Star, or that you were even vulnerable to it.
When I was a kid, there was this bully, Shane Blockland. And one day, I decided I'm gonna stand up to old Shane. Long story short, he breaks my nose in 2 places. But from that point on, I was different. I was afraid. And then I meet you guys, and I get these superpowers, and I say to myself, Nate, you don't have to feel afraid again.
Well, maybe now you know how I felt after you destroyed my Atom suit. When we were out fighting the Shogun, without my suit, I was afraid.
Well, you hit it well.
It's because I realized that weakness or not being invulnerable is what makes me a hero. There's no bravery without fear.
That was a really good inspirational speech.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I have a few other aphorisms in my back pocket. Like, courage is the mastery of fear, not the absence of fear. Strength is...
You know what, buddy? You nailed it.
Sorry, got a little carried away with my train of... That's it. I think I know how Turnbull's gonna make his own country. When I saw how much Dwarf Star ore he had in that mine, I started to wonder, how could he transport such a heavy shipment? He'd have to use the
Railroad.
The railroad.
Okay, get to the part where we care, Ray.
I think he's gonna use the railroad and the Dwarf Star to... Wait for it.
I don't want to wait for it.
Close Summit Pass.
Oh my God, Ray's right.
Thank you.
Summit Pass connects east-west via railroad.
Whether or not Turnbull uses this magic.
Dwarf Star?
Yeah, to blow the thing up.
Well, if he destroys the pass, there's no way of transporting soldiers and supplies from the East Coast. The U.S. Army is effectively locked out of the West. So it's simple. We just stop Turnbull from blowing up the pass.
Yeah, it's simple. You don't have a suit. You just had invasive surgery. Stein's out of commission.
We'll think of something.
Courage is the mastery of fear, not the absence of it.
Yeah, what about Turnbull? If that train goes boom, he's not gonna be on it.
I overheard one of his people saying Turnbull just called for a meeting at his mine.
You, Jackson, Ray, stop the train. The rest of us, we'll deal with Turnbull.
You sure about this?
Of course. This isn't my first rodeo.